I'm proud to be able to take this, to accept this award on behalf of Judicial Watch. I sometimes joke I'm an unpaid intern on Fox News, but it's not just me, obviously. We have lawyers, investigators, and fundraisers. We have fundraisers. We have fundraisers. And social media, and digital media, and traditional media staff, our administrators, and they all do work, and I get to talk about all the work they do. And it shows you what a great country we have, and how that founding father's vision is still working. When you see this with the London Center, we have the individual commitment of folks like Herb London say, well, hey, we need to do something about this problem. Well, let's have a group do something about it. Or in the case of Judicial Watch, we don't have a lot of people at Judicial Watch, relatively speaking. And you would think these great scandals of our age, everyone's looking into it. But no, it's just little old Judicial Watch doing the heavy lifting. And you may think these problems are surmountable, but throwing off the yoke of the king seemed insurmountable. And what happened? You had individuals, small groups of men and women, meeting together and figuring out ways to get the job done. And the job got done. And that's what we continue to have to do. Don't be frightened by the seeming endemic corruption in Washington, D.C. Work to change it. And that's what I love about Judicial Watch. You get to go in every day and figure out ways to cause trouble for the worst people in the world. You know what? I'm probably going to misquote the founder who said this. But he talked about that knowledge that the American people have, people of the world generally have, the rights that people have, to knowledge about the way government operates. And he specifically said, and it was a divine right. It was a divine right, a right given to us by God. And he called it that most awful knowledge, that of the conduct and character of our nation's rulers. Because if Congress comes to town, votes with its eyes closed, and it closes its ears to what the agencies are doing after that money's spent. And the agencies don't think they're accountable to the rule of law. And in the case of Obama, we had a president who thought he was above the Constitution, and in the case of President Trump, we have a president whose wishes are ignored in a seditious way by those who are entrusted with the public trust that we could give them to enforce the dictates of the President of the United States. That's not accountable government. That's not even self-government. So we have to do something about it. And I like to think that Judicial Watch, through our Freedom of Information Act lawsuits, through our litigation directly against government agencies when they commit misconduct, is an effective way for you and the American people to hold the government to account. A government which is largely unaccountable. A government in which the system is broken down to such an extent that we have federal law enforcement agencies taking it upon themselves to spy on target and try to prosecute and jail the president and his family and associates. Completely awful. And I wasn't expecting this to happen when President Trump was elected. But we're not going to shirk from standing up for what's right and the rule of law. The president's not above the law, but he's not beneath the protection of the law. And if it means that Judicial Watch is the only organization in the city, which effectively it is, saying that the attack on the president is illicit and needs to be shut down, so be it. So be it. Because I know there are tens of millions of Americans who agree with us, but they're sorely underrepresented in Washington, D.C. The deep state's well represented, not only obviously in the agencies, but in Congress that's afraid to take on the whole operation. We've got to protect our constitutional system from this assault by agencies who think they're above and beyond the rule of law. And Judicial Watch, thanks to your support, and I appreciate the recognition here today from the London Center, is going to keep on working on your behalf. Thank you very much.